guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. And I'm going to pour my heart out with some purple today. I'm going to do a flip cup pour. 3 flip cup pours. So this one here, this was the 5 flip cup pour I did on my birthday pour. It's dry now, dried really nicely. I am going to use the same pouring medium that I used on this, but I've added an extra splash of water to see if I can get some bigger cells. So that was it there. Let me see if I can get a bit closer for you. A bit difficult with shadows and lights, but that's it there. Oh, it's a big one, isn't it? Well, relatively big anyway. Focus you again. So today I am going to do this 30 by 40 centimeter canvas, which is 12 by 16 inches. And yeah, as I said, in purple. So I've got my 3 flip cups that I'm going to layer with paint. I'm going to add some silicone oil to get cells and flip them over. So pouring medium today is this one. 500 grams of water, 300 grams of Elmers Glue All, and 200 grams of Liquitex Pouring Medium. So I put 50 grams of that in there. I added between 5 and 10 grams of water, depending on the thickness of my paint. And then I put in 50 grams of paint. So it's not exactly a 1-to-1. It's a little bit thinner, but I'm going to see how it goes because I just thought that that blue one was a little bit on the thick side still. Now these are my paints. The Mont Marte Studio, or just Mont Marte Acrylic. That's the old label. That's the violet, which is the dark purple. That's the new label. It just says Mont Marte Acrylic Color Signature. It's the same paint. That one is light purple, and they've also put a little dot on because I asked them to say whether or not it was opaque or semi-transparent. So this one's an opaque. Makes sense because it's got a lot of white in it. So these are my colors. I've got 2 whites. The dark purple is just the purple with a blob of black. That's the light purple, that's the violet. This one is magenta and purple, I think that was, just to sort of make a plum shade. Now, let's put in, let's do 3 drops, and I'm going to do 3 in each colour, including the white. So last time I didn't do the white, but let's do the white. Try and sort of spread them around in your cup, don't put them all in the same spot with your drops. Oops, there's something in there. What is that? Little something. Okay, so I think that's probably enough oil in there. It's the Spot On Treadmill Belt Lubricant 100% silicone. It's nearly empty, that bottle. I'll have to get a new one. And then, yeah, mix it up really well. So if you are a bit short on time, I'm going to mix these and I'm going to layer the cups twice with each colour. So if you want to skip ahead and catch up with me, now would be the good time to do it. Another cold, rainy, overcast day today. Do you guys get the, I don't know what it's called, but you know how when it's dark and dreary and overcast and rainy, you don't feel like doing anything. You just want to curl up on the couch with a movie or a good book. I was a bit like that yesterday. I didn't feel like doing anything. I did do a little resin pour, but I don't think my heart was in it. I just felt, oh, the mood, your mood changes, doesn't it, depending on the weather? I think so. But I am enjoying my resin. I hope you guys that are following me with acrylic pouring don't mind me doing resin. I know a lot of you have started resin, and I hope you're enjoying it. I sure am. Because I've been doing acrylic pouring for, oh, we're coming up to 4 years now. really. I mean, I haven't videoed it all that long, but I have been pouring for almost 4 years now. So it's nice to have another little creative outlet. Right, we're stirred. We're all good. Right, now half of that paint has to be divided into these 3 for the first layer. And then we'll come back and do another layer. So don't use it all in your first layer. What hairs sticking to the end? I think they're on the outside. Right, so I've gone, as you can see, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, back to light. Don't put 2 dark colors next to each other like that, because you're not going to see the rings around your cells. Make sure you go light, dark so that you can see your rings. It's not really that important with the, you know, to alternate transparent and opaque and all that, because it's the silicone oil that's giving you cells. If you weren't having silicone oil, then, you know, you're relying on the density or the opacity of your paints to give you cells, but I'm not doing that, so I'm just going to go light, dark, light, dark. There we go. And back to the white. I do find that I need 2 whites when I'm doing dark colours. You've got way too much. You're being a greedy guts. You can go on the end. Look at this poor little thing. He's hardly got anything. I always start with too much in the first cup. There we go. All right, now second layer. This is where we can finish off the paint. You can scrape it all out. And what have I got? I don't even know what I've got. I was only going to do a small canvas. And then I thought, oh, I need to add more water, and I'd really like to have 2 whites. So then I went to the next size up because I was adding an extra cup of paint, extra white. So I thought, oh, I'm going to need a bigger canvas because I'm doing more paint. So this size canvas usually takes about 600 to 700 grams of mixed paint. I like having a bit of extra paint. That way I'm not too worried about, you know, overstretching cells. So I do like to have a little bit of extra paint. And you do lose quite a bit of it over the edges, but you kind of need to, because you need to cover your sides of your canvas. So you need to have enough to run over, don't you? If you don't have enough to run over, then you're going to be stretching your cells or overstretching your cells. So just got to be aware of that. Wipe my hands, try and keep clean. Okay, these cups are evening out now. Hopefully my thickness, my consistency is good today with the extra little addition of water. A little bit more water. I guess you just got to be careful not to put too much water in, or it will change, you know, what the paint's going to do. It might not hold together as well. It might start splitting if you add too much water. So you just got to be careful. Little experiment like I do. Do a pour and you think, oh, it's too thick. Add a little bit more water. Do another one. And just keep going. And write down what you're doing so that when you do get it right, you've got it written down and you can replicate what you did. That's what I do. I still write this one down today, what I'm doing. And how much water I added. In case it works and I'm happy with it. And then I can go, yay, it worked. I've got that written down so I know exactly what to do to replicate it next time. Because if you don't write it down, you don't know what you did. Or you might forget. If you're anything like me, you think, oh, how much water did I put in there? Did I do equal amounts of paint? Oh, I can't remember. So yeah, write it down. I get to go out for dinner again tonight. It's a very busy week in my household because my birthday is on the 22nd of July. My husband's is on the 30th of July. And then my son, Shane, his is on the 2nd of August. So we've actually got 3 birthdays in the space of you know, a week and a half. So it's a busy little time. So we're going out to dinner tonight. It's Saturday today. I don't know when you'll see this video. You might see it today. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going out tonight with the family because Christy's still here. She's going home tomorrow. So we thought we'll all go out to dinner while Christy's still here with Shane and Tash. Tash is Shane's fiance, my son Shane. And my husband's still up. He's taken some extra time so that he'll be home for his birthday next week. So yeah, went out for dinner on my birthday, going out tonight for Shane's birthday. Well, it's kind of an all three birthdays, I think, tonight. And then next week, when my husband has his birthday, well, we'll go out again, won't we? And then on Shane's birthday, which is a Sunday, I think, we'll go out again. So we're going to have lots of dinners out. But tonight's just one, all of us together. My parents are coming. Big, all of us. Right, those colours are looking good. Please be nice size cells. I don't think I can add any more water to you. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I sprayed my cups with silicone oil, wiped them out with paper towel, just to help the paint flow out of the cups. Alrighty. Shall we do it? I've got my corner catcher ready to go, but cardboard cut in, folded in half. Got my little palette knife to fix up my sides and my corners. It's not looking that promising. I've got little tiny cells. Maybe if I torch earlier this time, that way I can stretch them. Righto, let's do this. Wish me luck, you guys. That was a bit slow, Julie. Bit slow. Whoops, there we go. On the corner. Oh, look, we've got cells popping up though. Just my white looks a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right, now this one I'm going to have to pull a bit faster so that I've got more of the puddle here. You could turn the canvas around, you know, and flip the other way. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. That one was kind of a squiggly one. Now, put some paint back on the corners. It's going to get tipped off anyway, but it just makes covering your corners so much easier if you've got some paint there already. And let's just turn this just for fun. Just for fun. Let's see what happens. Right, here we go. That was a nice flip though, although I've still got a little bit of a messy bit here. Now there's a little bit of paint left in there, but don't be tempted to put it through, because see how kind of messy it gets? And you get little tiny thin stripes. So if you've got a tiny bit left, look, you can put it on the edges. Just don't be tempted to put it up the middle, because you'll be sorry. It's messy, it's muddy. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Right, let's put that in the bin. Let me wipe my hands again. Let those cells pop up a little bit. Still got a couple of little caterpillars. Yep. With my normal glue and water mix, I wasn't really getting caterpillars. I wonder if it's got something to do with the Liquitex Pouring Medium. So I don't normally get them. Right, I'm just going to let's torch. Let's do it. I haven't done this for ages. When I started pouring, I flipped, I torched, and I overstretched cells. Oh, let's try it. How about we just do a little bit. I just want to see what size the cells are going to be. If they're still going to be quite small, which I think they are. And I'm getting lots of caterpillars. I don't know, you guys. I don't think I like this mix. I think I should just stick with my original glue and water. Look at all the caterpillars. Yeah. I don't know. I think I should just stick with tried and true that I've been doing for years. I mean, there's a reason I stick to what I'm using, you know. There is a reason. Lots and lots of caterpillars in that. My gosh. And they're tiny little cells. See, it's still too thick. So whether or not I want to keep playing with it, with the consistency, adding more water. But yeah, you know, your paints can start to split if you put too much water in. All right, let's start tilting and get some of this paint off. Not going to worry about the corner catches. Just want to get the paint off and turn it around. So now, because I'm stretching that way and this way, my cells will grow more than if you're only, you know, stretching one way. And again, walk it though, left and right, left and right. That way your cells can stretch into circles rather than just being elongated. Get that little blob off the bottom there. Okay. Well, that looks okay, doesn't it? I wonder if I can do anything else with it. Quite a lot of cells on this side and not very many on that side. Maybe I'll torch a little bit on the other side there. Just gently, just in here. And see if I can get a few little cells up. Not too many. Just a few. That really dark purple looks quite black, doesn't it? Now, because I've torched again, I do want to just open those cells up a tiny bit. So give them a chance to pop up, and then I will stretch them again. So you can have a different sizes of cells. You know, the cells that you've stretched earlier on are obviously going to be bigger, and then the cells that you stretch later will be smaller. And it's nice contrast, you know, if you like big cells and little cells. This is really pretty through here. I'll take you down later so you can see the white around the purple. Wouldn't mind getting rid of some of that, but I don't think I can. I don't think I've got enough paint left on the surface now. You can see the weight of the paint still up here, and if you watch these cells here, they'll start stretching. So you've got to be careful. You've got to weigh up whether or not you do want to take all that paint down. Because I mean, if you move your paint that much, that's how much your cells are going to stretch, aren't they? So if you don't want your cells to stretch, don't move them. What I like to do is just sort of go left and right, up and down. That way I'm not actually taking the weight of the paint anywhere. I'm just kind of stretching the cells. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to see if I can get a little bit off the side there. So I'm actually not moving the weight of the paint terribly much. I just want to see how much I can actually get away with. Why not? I want to get a little bit of that off the corner there. It's a bit busy for me. And now walk everything back again. Oh, that looks better. I know I kind of overstretched a little bit here, but it had too much of the purple there. So you have to have enough paint on your canvas to be able to go back and, you know, move things. There must be something in there. I've got a little bit of an elongated cell. Looks like there's something in there, but I'm not going to go picking at it because it's just going to make it worse. Once it's dried, you won't even notice. Okay, so what do you think? It's quite pinky, isn't it? I love that dark purple. Like I said, almost looks like black right through the center. And then we've got these two little bits of more of that pinky magenta-y plum looking just there. And then we've got the purple on the sides there. Love these cells in the middle. I'm going to bring you down to show you those. Those are gorgeous. So mix still a bit on the thick side. Had to really work hard to get those cells. But look, I'll keep persevering with it. I'm sure there's a way I can make it work. Otherwise, I just go back to my normal glue and water, hey, and just be done with it, because I know it works. So I don't know why I'm changing things up. Who knows? Just for fun. It's what I do. All right, let's go down for a close-up and see some pretty cells. A really pretty corner, this one. So the bigger cells are from when I tilted early, and then I torched some more, and we've got the little cute cells there that have popped up. Caterpillars, they're not too bad. At least they're segregated. They're not joined like in a big long worm. If it's a worm, I don't like it. Let me go over here, get rid of that ring light. If it's a worm, I don't like it, but if it's more of a segregated caterpillar type thing, I don't mind it. Now, look at these. How pretty are these? Look at those cells. We have got multicolours, multiple rings in some of those. I do like how the white has got getting good cells from the white, and maybe that's because I put silicone oil in them. Look at those. How pretty are those? Only tiny, but they're gorgeous little cells. They look as if they're glowing. Where else can we go? We've got some pinky ones there. A little darker corner here. Still got pretty rings around them. The magentas come up. Well, the plum. It looks more magenta through my screen, but it's more of a plum. Lots to look at. Really pretty, this one. Few cells that are a bit overstretched, but that's just me being pedantic and wanting to get more paint off that one corner. But I'm glad I did. I'm happier with it now. It's just opened it up a little bit more. There we go. There she is. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Oops, if I move anywhere, see, there's my ring light above. I'll have to stay over here. I'll turn it off. Hang on one sec. There we go. I turned it off. I don't know. Is it better without the ring light? If I zoom in like that, it's still okay, isn't it? Without the ring light, maybe it's better. I don't know. Have to look back at the video and see. All right, so there she is. There is purple. What will I do next? Greens, browns, orange and red, turquoise. I've done a lot of turquoise. Let me know what you think, what colors you want. Oh, I've got lots and lots, lots and lots. Go for a little walk. Look at this. This is all piled up. There's my blooms, some canvases, I've got some cushions. I don't know, people like to see my studio. I don't know why. Supplies, puppy piddle pads, canvases, paints, mediums, glues, more canvases, lots of canvases, cups, paints, or paints. There's my molds in there, big canvases, storage for my resin, new resin hobby. We've got, I sorted them the other day. I've got my whites in there, my alcohol inks there, and there's my paints for the gilding the edges, and then I've got my sort of darker blues, and I've got my lighter blues with my kind of coppery brown colours, and then I've got reds and orange, yellow. I haven't got much, actually no, oranges, that's oranges and yellows, teals, turquoise, greens, purples, this is the reds, and my pinks, and then down there are my golds and silvers. So that's my little setup. Got a few things drying on my tables. What have we got over here? Then we've got more paints and storage, and then over here is my Mont Marte paints and my Jo Sonias that I use for the blooms. More canvases. Does anybody want any? More canvases. So there we go. And back to this baby. There's my tripod with my camera. I've got my phone on there. There's my ring light. So there you go. That's my setup. I've got storage underneath my table, and then this table over here as well. It's got storage underneath it as well. There's more storage on the floor if you particularly want it. So there you go. There's my studio. And that was exhausting. Right, I'll go and upload this video, and I'll see you guys really soon. Thanks for all your support. Really love having you all in my life. So it's great. Really enjoying it. Thanks again. I'll see you real soon for the next video. Bye for now.